2008, when I left the Royal Marines, I was used to working with a band of brothers, and then all of a sudden you're left on your own to sort of fend for yourself. So you needed to sort of find new challenges. And new challenges for me had always been the outdoors and seeking adventures around the world. My father is from Zambia, so initially I always thought I'll one day try and get over to Zambia to do some sort of expedition. And finally it happened 10 years after I left the Royal Marines. Arriving in Lusaka was just the start of this adventure. We still had about 2 days ahead of us getting to the location. The location was the north of the Liuwa Plains. Now to get there we had 9 hours drive to one town, a river crossing where we had to pull our own car across, and a bit of a dodgy ferry. And then we still had about a day and a half's worth of driving inside the park to get to the north section. So today we've been making our way up to the north of Liuwa Plains. So we started in the south 2.5 days ago, and we finally got to our destination where we're going to be starting our world record attempt for heading south and being the first people to cross the Liuwa Plain.
You know, no one has ever done this before. So we are going to walk from deep north of the park, cutting in the middle of the park all the way south. So it's exciting. I mean, it's remote, no one else. So yeah, it's a world record. I mean, I'm also excited to be doing this. We just need to be careful. It's quite, scary thing, but that's what we want to see how it's going to work. It's a scary thing. There's a lot of hyenas, there's a lot of lions, and cheetahs as well, and so we'll keep an eye every minute.
During our journey up to the start point in the north of Liuwa Plains, we did pass through a few local villages. See, these kids just live in the mud huts, and they're all coming from the community to the local school, but there was a football pitch, a sort of a football pitch. We had sponsors pay for the kits, so we decided to kit all the kids out with England t-shirts and Spain t-shirts. So the head teacher called all the kids in, and we had a fantastic day with the kids playing football. Myself and Jamie, my best friend, we both got involved on either team, and it was good. It probably wasn't a good idea to do the day before we actually started the trek, because we were a bit dehydrated and aching legs from not playing football for many years. And what was amazing was having the local people on our side and so supportive. They took us into their homes, they fed us their local food. I didn't feel like a person carrying sweets or a person there to donate. I was a person that they wanted to show how they live and how happy they are the way they live. Liuwa Plains is a special place. It's a special place because it is so far away from civilization, from medical aid, from medical evacuation. We had to have everything sorted out. This was a place that was run by the wildlife. The animals and creatures that lived there, they thrived because of the lack of human presence, and that is what made this adventure so challenging.
We've got a rough night's sleep because we had so many hyenas coming in and out of camp. It was quite mad. Me and Jamie were asleep. Well, Joe was asleep and I was half awake, daydreaming, looking at the stars, and all of a sudden there's this big shadow looking straight over us, and there's like a big female hyena straight there. So me and Jake got up. We only moved back 2 meters, wasn't that scared. And then we were like, shoo, shoo, trying to get it away. Eventually went away. Then we decided to actually shut the inner compartment to the tent instead of having our heads right there for the hyenas to come and have a nibble at. And then, must have been about 1 in the morning when we started hearing the male lion giving us a good old roar. It must have been about a K away. And then we decided to shut the front compartment as well, just in case.
We had about 2 kilometres of open plains to cross where Limo done his normal Chinese sniper tree scouting training, where he climbs up to the top of a tree and looks over the plain to see if he can see anything dangerous ahead of us. And Limo just says to us, guys, just be careful here because there's something off. And we didn't know why he's off. These guys have been there for 16 years working these plains, so they know when something's off. They could see some buffalo over to the left about 100 metres facing one direction. They could see some buffalo over the right, just small packs of about 4 or 5 of them to the right facing the same direction. Limo then says, guys, just get down. I'm just going to go and check what's ahead because this is where we may be walking into where the lions are. And our guide said, guys, we can't go left because of the buffalo. We can't go right because of the buffalo. We can go straight. The lions are sleeping, it's just the little ones. The mum and dad are going to be out probably hunting, or they've probably been scattered by the buffalo. There they were, these 2 lions. One was about 4 or 5 months old, the other one was 1 year, 2 months they reckoned. And yeah, we just walked off in one direction. They actually got up and walked gently in the other direction.
Part of my job was to have a look at the risks and put together a evacuation plan and medical kit and first aid kit. I've got a little bit of a background in that sort of thing, so that's what my role was for the planning of the adventure. The whole thing really was just unbelievable. We just being away from everything, having no phone signal, being properly in the wilderness. I just don't think that's something that you can get really easily in this day and age. Yeah, the furthest away from civilization that I've probably ever been, and easily one of the best experiences I've ever had.